tell me you keep this in a cardboard box in the attic.
No, not at all. No, no, no. It has an honoured place in an alcove in our sitting room.
It must look wonderful. Well, it's clearly a Buddhistic figure.
Yeah.
And Buddhistic figures are extremely difficult to attribute as to where they came from. Because like Russian icons, the idea is to keep the things the same as possible throughout generations. But once we start looking at it, maybe there are some clues. We've got on here some characters which are cut out of metal.
Yeah.
Which is
yes.
very unusual. I haven't seen
right.
that before.
I didn't know that.
But the characters are either North Indian or Tibetan.
Yeah.
So that, we think,
Yeah.
maybe is where it comes from.
All right.
The mandala here is carved with scrolling clouds. We come down here. The Buddha is standing on a lotus throne, which is his symbol. The lotus is the symbol of purity. We come down to these very strange and unusual flower leaf scrolls, which I've not seen before,
Right.
to a group of 6 immortals who've got various attributes, and these are Buddhist immortals, or Lohan. And then down to the bottom, we've got a dragon, a sort of kailin, I think it's supposed to be, a turtle, and the turtle supports the world
Yeah.
in part of the mythology. Now, the quality of the carving, because this is all carved wood,
Yeah.
which has then been gilded, this is gold leaf on here,
Yeah.
is of very, very high quality.
Uh-huh.
Much better quality than one would have expected had it come from Tibet or India.
Uh-huh.
Nor does it say to me China, oddly enough. But when we get back up here again, the quality says to me nowhere else but Japan.
Oh, now that is interesting. That I hadn't thought.
At this date, and I think we're talking about
Right.
1890, 1900,
Yeah.
this was made in Japan,
Right.
possibly for export to
Oh, right.
Tibet.
Right.
I think it's absolutely splendid. Because it's Japanese, it's going to be worth more than if were it anything else. More than Chinese, more than Indian, more than Tibetan. I think we're looking at about 10 to 15,000 pounds.
Right. Oh.
Because it was the end of the war, they couldn't get the fabric they wanted to make a coat. So
course.
all the ladies gave some material and designed it and sewed it up themselves.
So the way they've done it is they've done it as if it were a patchwork quilt.
That's right.
So they would have done it round a template.
Yes.
Joined it up in the patterns, just using up bits of material
Yeah.
that they would have had in their bottom drawer.
As you can see, some of the red is crepe de chine. You
Yes,
just
there's
wouldn't get that these
So do you
days.
reckon they were using old dresses as
Yes,
well?
some of it was old dresses. And the white, some of the white was a lady's wedding dress.
Really? Well, that was a great sacrifice.
That's right.
But why do you think it was made? Let's have a look at the back. Why do you think, was it made for a special occasion, do you know?
It was their best coat to wear for great festivals like Christmas or Easter. I wear it when I'm doing baptisms or doing a wedding. I have to be a bit careful when I'm doing a wedding because it is so beautiful. I find if I'm not careful, I tend to upstage the bride when I sweep in with this.
Well, it's not the sort of thing that we very often get on the roadshow. Needless to say, as far as a value is concerned, it's irrelevant. I'm not saying it doesn't have a value, but it has a wonderful social story, and that's the value to you and I.
Absolutely.